to my content, please go to the link I'm going to put down below where you can join. If you join via the link I'm going to post below, you will get 100 free coins if you've not already joined. By subscribing with the link I've put in the link below, or in the chat link, you guys can get 100 free coins to use to support your favorite people or whatever. I really don't care what you do with your coins, because at this point I'm pretty much fed up with every chat service that I have on my phone, on my computer, anywhere else that I'm online. If y'all can't tell, I'm having a not so good day. If you want to catch me anytime I go live, your best bet is to download Haps, or have the Haps app, or follow me on Facebook, Instagram, well, not Instagram, but Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or what other social media is it? Facebook, Periscope I wouldn't worry about, because I've deleted Periscope off my phone. Hey, John, welcome. Hey, Angie Sue, welcome. Thank you for the high five. You did not need to do that, girl. You know that, but I appreciate it. I've got a few gripes today, and I hate to do this, but I'm really in the mood to let it all go. Today I'm in the mood to gripe, so we're going to gripe today. This is going to be a gripe session. Haps kind of pissed me off a little bit. Well, on two sections. One, they sent out the email saying, oh, if you do a Haps, do one Haps every day for 8 weeks, and you get at least 500 views, you can win $50. But it has to be done before January the 28th. Do you know when I got that email? Like 3 days ago. Now, you tell me how much time that gives anybody to get that done. There's no way you can do that in 8 weeks. When you get the email and it goes off on the 28th, are you guys crazy? Thank you, John. You didn't need to do that either. Second of all, I wrote an email to Peter, I guess. I wrote Peter. I'm not really sure. No, I wrote Twitter, the Twitter help group, because I needed to ask them about playing music on their app, because Caleb wanted to play a gospel song. It's Waymaker. Nobody replied back to me. They read the message but ignored it. It doesn't matter, Tommy. If somebody that doesn't broadcast every day got the email, that would not have given them 8 weeks to do to do it. You have to give people time to actually participate. You have to give them at least 8 weeks. There was no 8-week period in there. So that was the stupidest contest. Then they dropped it down to 250 live viewers. I really don't give a darn. Drop down how many live viewers you get on that group. I really don't care, because number one, I'm not ever going to get that many live views. Don't really care. I'm out of this whole popularity contest crap, because I'm not ever going to meet the view count that they want these higher viewers to get. Like, I'm not ever going to get VIP, because I can see it now. I almost met the guidelines for Periscope, and they went by the wayside. So I'm not going to go another 5 years. That's like last night I was talking in another person's chat room, and they're like, oh, well, set the goal and start working toward it again. I said, are you serious? Do you hear yourself right now? I worked 5 years toward that goal. I'm not going through that again. You've got to be flipping crazy. I'm not going another 5 years working toward an obsolete goal that I'm never going to get, because I have fly-by-night family that doesn't seem to care about my feelings at all. Thank you, Angie Sue. Hey, Shirley. Because all I got was, why aren't you going to Twitter? Why aren't you going to Twitter? And over here, they don't follow the same guideline for every person Periscope pretty much went down the line with everybody. But over here, they pick and choose who they let have things, I think, because I contacted Peter about something and he never wrote me back. So I don't know what the deal is, but I think they're picking and choosing who they let do certain things because I'm just, I'm just at a loss. I mean, I really like the site, but I don't know. I'm just at the point now where I'm like, you know what? I'm just about ready to say I'm done with the whole shebang. I'm about ready to say I don't need to be. I'm about to be a tweaker. Whatever, Tommy. Have you ever just been so tired of trying to please everybody? I mean, it's hard trying to please a lot of people that don't give two craps about you or anybody else. There's a handful of you that care about me. A handful. I mean, and I can write down the names of the people that I know that have my back. And it's sad because I thought we were supposed to be a family, but that family has fallen apart so quick. And it's disappointing. It's really disappointing to me because I thought, I really I strove to bring together a group of people that I thought would be there no matter what. Okay, Periscope's going away. That's all right. I did the best I could to find a place where I could, post, my videos to every service that I figured, if you couldn't watch me one place, you could find me somewhere else. But that wasn't good enough. That wasn't good enough for some people. Shirley, at this point, I was about ready last night. It really disappointed me because I got to looking at it, and Haps is going to be no different. And sadly, the way I look at this is Haps is almost not going to be any different than Periscope in some ways. And that hurts. That hurts in some ways because, excuse me, because I don't know. I don't know what to, I mean, I don't know how to feel about it anymore. I mean, like, unless you're in with that crowd, unless you're in with those certain people, you might as well write it off. You might as well write off the whole, you're in with the right people and you get talked to by the right people. And if you don't, then, you might as well forget about, getting in, getting this stupid camera. I need to order a new computer and I just don't want to do it. Let me put it to you this way. I've met some very nice people here at HAPS, but it's the same politics as it is over at Periscope. The higher ups at Periscope are all VIPs over here. Automatically. Oh, yeah, come on over. We'll give you VIP right off. What happened to those of us that we have potential? I mean, I don't have the numbers. I don't have all the numbers, but I noticed somebody yesterday, and I'm not going to name names. All I want to be able to do is to post like vlog type entries. Like if I can't go live one day, I'd like to be able to post like a picture and like, hey guys, this is what's going on. I hope you guys are doing okay today, blah, 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 right? I can't even do that yet. Yet somebody that's been here for a month can post on their video on their profiles, but I can't. So you tell me I've got higher numbers than they do, all across the board, except for like subscriptions. Like I've got lower subscription. Like I don't subscribe to as many people as they do. I've got higher numbers as far as higher. Hold on. My view count's higher. My subscriber count's higher. The only thing that was different was my subscription count number. That's the only difference between me and this other person. But yet, okay, am I back? Hello? Am I back? Hey, Zara. Am I back? Can y'all type a 1 if I'm back? Son of a gun, I did it again. Wait, Zara, am I here or did I disappear? Somebody needs to let me know. I need y'all to type a 1 if I'm here. I need people to listen to what I'm saying. If I don't get people to do what I'm talking about, then I don't know if I'm even live. Okay, because if y'all don't listen to what I'm telling you to do, I don't know what's going on. Haps don't do jack for us as far as letting us know where we're at. Okay, thank you. Okay, so what's going on, Zara? Because I tried to talk to you the other night, but you didn't stay long enough, and I was upset and trying to do that thing I was doing, and I couldn't talk to you after I come back. What happened? That's not a big deal, Zara. Why are you worried about that? You've already had a baby. You're fine. That's not a big deal. That's a non-issue for you. I mean, it is an issue, but that's not a horrible diagnosis for you. It is a issue, but it's not something that you can't work through. You already know you can get pregnant. So that's not a life-changing issue for you. It's what I'm trying to explain to you. You've already had one child, so you know that you can get pregnant. But how did you know how did you get diagnosed? Number one, who diagnosed you? And number two, why the diagnosis and why are you worried about it? Have you put on a lot of weight? It can cause type 2 diabetes. It can cause type 2 diabetes. That does not mean that you will have type 2 diabetes. It just means that they will treat you as if you have. That does not mean you won't have periods. No, ma'am. I went without a period, but then I also bled for a solid year. That's why I had problems. You have erratic periods. So yeah, you will go through erratic periods, but they can put you on birth control that can help work with to get you back on a regular period. Have they suggested a DNC? Have they suggested any kind of other test before you do anything? Who did the ultrasound? Who did the test that diagnosed you with PCOS? Who is they? Because they isn't just one person. You need to have a team. You need to have a gynecologist do all the testing that they need to do to find you positive with PCOS, not your internal doctor. No, your primary doctor does not do it. Your gynecologist does it, and then you need to see an endocrinologist. Don't take the word of just one doctor. No, ma'am. You ask to be seen by a gynecologist if it's just a regular doctor. The gynecologist will work with your regular doctor to get all the testing done and stuff that needs to be done. Then, from your gynecologist, they'll send you to an endocrinologist to make sure that you have PCOS. They will work with your gynecologist to put a plan together. Okay? You'll alter your diet and your birth control pills or whatever that they need to do to make your body work in sync. They had me on birth control pills. They had me on shots. Nothing worked for me because my uterus was just shot. It just was never going to work. Well, you were diagnosed with something else in the past, and I'm not going to talk about it here because it's very out in the open and I don't want to talk about it. That could be it can be a contributing factor. I'm not saying it is. You've gotten older. Your hormones have changed. I wouldn't go on Provera until you have had all the tests. The endocrinologist has done testing. Jolene, trust me when I tell you. If you've not seen a gynecologist, did your gynecologist diagnose this? Or was it your regular doctor that diagnosed this? Excuse me. Okay. I would suggest, and it's just my opinion, I would suggest your gynecologist that you would like to see an endocrinologist as well. Just to double check that they work together, because doesn't your family have a history of thyroid problems as well? I don't know if it's your mom that had thyroid issues. Was it your mom? Why do I think your mom has thyroid issues? Maybe I'm not right. Okay. See, now that's a sign of PCOS, but you're not heavy though, right, Zara? I mean, I want to call you Jolene, but I keep forgetting that, I used to didn't call you Jolene. Okay. My suggestion to you, and this is just completely up to you, you need to talk to your gynecologist and tell her that you'd like to see an endocrinologist. If your insurance would pay for it, and I think your insurance would pay for it to see an endocrinologist, just tell her that you want to double up with an endocrinologist. Okay. Well, no, that can be a problem. I'll tell you why. Because weight gain is a problem with PCO. It's harder to lose weight when you have PCOS. So I would start cutting back. If you do in fact have PCOS, you're going to have to change your diet. That's one of the first things that can help your PCOS is cutting out sugars, cutting out carbohydrates. You want to go to I wouldn't do no carb because, you know, you're young still. You have a baby. You've got to keep up with your baby. And going to a no carbohydrate diet, you could probably do keto. The keto diet would be good for you, where you can eat real food. You know what I'm saying? And you could probably do really well with that. But what I worry about is you could possibly have, you could be diabetic in your own right. So have her send you to have her send you to an endocrinologist, which is the one that studies your endocrine system, handles your blood sugars and stuff like that. That will really pinpoint PCO, really pinpoint it. If you've got polycystic ovarian syndrome, it will pinpoint it for sure because your levels will be off. Like your thyroid will be off somewhat, maybe not, but your testosterone levels will be higher. It doesn't matter. That's what I'm trying to tell you. What they do is they test and see how high your testosterone levels are as opposed to your estrogen levels. That's what they're looking for. They're looking for your other levels of stuff that you wouldn't normally look for if they're doing a test for PCO. Okay? They do test for blood sugars, but it's not going to be the same as it would be if they're doing, you know, like a blood sugar check or anything like that. They will check and see if you have a high blood sugar, but in this case, yeah, but you're not pregnant right now. Right? It can make you, okay, it can make you harder to get pregnant in the future, which could be a blessing or a curse. I'm not sure how you're going to look at it. And when they say polycystic ovaries, did they show you what it generally looks like if you have polycystic ovaries? I'll show you what mine looked like. See if I can draw you a picture. I didn't realize this is what mine looked like, but my ovaries, you know, your ovaries come down like this, and the other one comes down like this, and here you have your uterus, your fallopian tubes, and then you have your little ovaries over here. Well, if you've got polycystic ovaries, your ovaries look like this. Okay. Polycystic ovaries are not normally sized ovaries. Well, come on, focus. Okay, do you see this? It's so fuzzy. Do you see that? This is your uterus here. Here's your fallopian tube, and then this is what your ovaries are supposed to look like. They're supposed to be plain, you know, just little bitty oblong, like little oblong places, but with a ovary that's polycystic, it'll have little bitty like nodules on the outside of them. Let me blow it up so you can see it bigger. Hold on. It'll look like a cat eye, and it'll have all these little knots like on the outside of it. Like, it looks like this. You see that? So it kind of looks like a flower, you know, like the middle of a flower, and it's got all these little knots on the outside. But your ovaries look, what happens, the egg comes out and it goes right to the outside. Yeah, it goes right to the outside of the on the ovary. It doesn't go any further. It doesn't go down the fallopian tube down to the uterus like it's supposed to. Unfortunately, mine didn't do that. This is what mine did. Mine, let me see if I can find a page I can write on here. Well, let me just get a blank piece of paper. Hold on. All right, Tina, just throw your wallet on the floor. Hold on. Oh, gosh. I'm so disgusted tonight. Okay, so what mine did, okay, so here's my fallopian tubes. Here's my uterus. Well, what uterus I did have. And then here's my ovaries. But like, this is what mine, well, come on. Please show. Okay. So this is the right side and this is the left side of the body. Okay. So on the right side of my body, on the inside of the body, right here, I'm going to show you. They had like, here's your body on the inside. So here's your body. So I'm putting a curve and like, you know, we're going down. Okay. Right here on the inside of my body, I had a huge mass. I don't know if you can see this. I'm kind of simulating the body. This is the inside of our body. So on the inside of my body, right where the ovary comes out and the eggs fall, my eggs were falling and they were falling to the inside of my body, right onto the outside, like the inside of my body. So I had this huge tumor on the inside of my body. They weren't going here like they were supposed to. I had flowered like ovaries, you know, and she said she didn't even think my left ovary was working because my left ovary didn't have anything on it anywhere. Like it was completely blocked, it looked like. But my right ovary, all the eggs had come out to this big mass right here on the outside of my body. I mean, on the inside of my body. And that's what they saw on the CAT scan that they did. And it was a good size one. And so that's when they found that cancerous mass. Well, it was pre-cancer, which means it's a level 0. They don't find, it's not, they don't consider it cancerous until it spreads out into your bloodstream. And then she told Mom that they would have had to have done, thank you, Zara, you didn't need to do that, honey. They would have had to have done chemo and radiation if she had not gotten, she scooped it in. It's like taking a hot knife. She scooped it back as far as she could without cutting into cutting deep down into the muscle, and got it all, the backside of all of it. So she didn't break it open and got it all. And so when she opened the tumor after she did the surgery, all the contents spilled out. But she was able to send the tumor to have it checked, and it was cancer tumors. So they said if it had spilled out in my system, I would have had to have radiation and chemo. But because she was really good at what she did, I didn't have to after surgery, because she didn't break it open in surgery. So that's the issue with PCOS, is if the eggs travel and inside the body and they stay in one place, it can cause issues. Now, that doesn't mean that will happen to you, Zara. It happened to me because I had surgery to stop my periods. And so that's all I had. My body was just measuring up because I'd had my tubes tied and my eggs were just going out to the outside. My eggs were still falling. Even though I'd had my tubes tied, my eggs were still going like I was having a period every month. Big time. And they weren't supposed to be doing that. I mean, they would still go, but, they couldn't go anywhere. So where are they supposed to go? They're supposed to degrade, but, yeah. Well, just for my sake, I would ask to see an endocrinologist, and I'll type it in here. Hold on. An endocrinologist, just to be on the safe side. Okay, well, they may want to change your antidepressant, but I'd be afraid to change the antidepressant because are you doing well on the antidepressant? Which, that's weird. I never knew. Well, now, I did do weird on the Prozac. I had consistent periods on Prozac. But when I changed to Celexa, my periods were all over the place. That's weird. I never even thought about that until you said something. That's something to think about. I'm sorry, honey, that they diagnosed you with that. It's not an easy disease to have to, deal with, but it's not a death sentence. Yeah, that's not normal, but it may not have anything to do with your antidepressant meds. How old was your mom when she went through the change of life? Do you know? Did she go through it naturally, or did she have to have a hysterectomy? Or do you know? You need to ask your mom. Now I'm gonna tell you something. Your period, your change of life, when you start going through menopause, will really deal a lot with how old your mom was. Oh, I didn't know that. That's right. Oh no, honey. What's wrong, Daddy? No, I didn't know that. Well, that's always what we were told, and I think I went through mine. I had to go through mine when I was 38. No, when I was 32. So mine just happened. Mine was forced. But I think I was going through mine anyway because I was having hot flashes, I was running the gamut. I was doing everything Mama was doing when she went through hers, and it was not fun. And so, we just decided, and I was begging the doctor to go ahead and do mine. So, but it really does generally runs around the same time that your mom goes through hers. What about, do you even know anything about your real mom's family or anything? Were you like a closed adoption or? Oh, okay. Well, do you have aunt? Do you have a sister that to your mom or something that might have gone through the change already? Okay. Well, PCO is a lot more prevalent than people realize. Yeah. So it's like I said, it's not a death sentence, and it's not a sentence that says you'll never have any more children. You've already had one child, and I see you having more children. I think it's just a diagnosis to explain why you're having, messed up periods. Hey, Tommy, whatever. Now you choose to say something. So, just hang in there, honey. And you don't need to worry. But I would highly suggest you push the doctor to send you to see an endocrinologist, because it was the best thing I ever did, because he really set me down and said, okay, this is what your levels are. This is what I suggest they do. And, he really did help me make the decision that I made to have the, surgery to sterilize. That's okay. So trust me, Zara, if you need to talk or anything, just message me on Facebook Messenger. I may not get it right away, but I'll answer you as soon as I get the message, okay? As soon as I physically see the message, I'll answer you back. I know I don't get to them right the very second that I get them, but I do answer all my messages back. Okay. Yeah, I mean, your doctor should be more than, if your doctor doesn't want to send you to an endocrinologist, then I would question why not. Well, an ablation doesn't help. An ablation actually burns and sterilizes your uterus, so you can never have children again if you get an ablation. Ablation will sterilize the person, and it scars the uterus where it keeps them from never having children again. She already has one child, which is a plus for her, but I think with her age, and she's young, she's thin, or she's a lot thinner than I ever was. PCOS is, I think it's a pretty harsh. Well, and let me tell you something, Zara. It may be something you have to have done later on if your periods don't get regulated, and you don't want to bleed to death. Like, I bled almost to death. I bled 4 pints of blood out of my body before they got it under control. Okay. So that was my issue. That's why I had to have a hysterectomy. They did the ablation, and then I gave birth to my ablation. I gave birth to the scar tissue. No, honey. Like I said, you've already had one baby. Now, it may take you a little longer the second time, but that doesn't mean you'll never have another child. My issue with that is, and I'm going to say this right now, think of how many more children are going to be born next year and this year because of COVID. Do you know how many people that are, ouchie boo-boo? Huh? Well, yeah, but I'm going to tell you something, Sarah. A lot of people just focus on getting pregnant, and just, that's all they focus on. You cannot do that. I'm here to tell you. There's a girl on YouTube. Her name is Christy. Oh my gosh. Christy. Raw Beauty Christy. I've watched her for almost 10 years. She's been on, well, it's not been 10 years. I've watched her for over 5 years, I know. And her and her husband have been married for a very long time. Very, very long time. What are you talking about, Tommy? So Christy and her husband, they've been trying for years, but they never have been able to get pregnant. Well, during the pandemic, Christy took a pregnancy test, and lo and behold, she got pregnant. So I'm here to tell you, a lot of times when you're least expecting something and you're not, Tommy, I don't know what you're trying to say. I'm really not sure. But anyway, okay, now Tommy, I'm really not in a good mood tonight. I don't know what you're trying to say, Tommy. But the thing is that when people don't focus so much on getting pregnant and focus so much all the time on, I've got to have a baby and this has to happen right now, they generally end up pregnant. They generally just, if you just make plans on living your life and doing what you need to, honestly, things change in people's lives. And it did happen to Christy and her husband. So, Tommy, I'm asking you what you were saying. If you just answer me, I don't understand what you're saying. If I don't understand what you're saying, how am I supposed to understand? I don't know what you're saying. I'm trying to understand it. I'm just warning you, I've not been in the best mood. Anyway, so that's my suggestion, Jolene, that you see an endocrinologist. And Hi, Ibar. Nice of you to say hello when you came in. But funny, I wasn't saying nothing but funny words. Oh, okay. Well, if you'd have said something, that I would have understood that, but I could not understand that's what you were doing. Stephen, it was nice of you to say hi. Y'all, I'm going to have to say this, I guess, every time I come on here, but unless you guys announce yourselves, I don't know you're here. So if there are people in here that I don't know about, you're going to have to speak up and say hello because I don't know you're here at all. So it's customary to say hello when you see somebody's, video and let me know you're here so I can acknowledge you if you guys want to be acknowledged. So, yeah. Jolene, if that's, if you want to get it taken care of, I would suggest you seeing a gynecologist, an endocrinologist, and then making sure that your internal doctor, your family doctor has everything together so that they can all work together. Okay? That's just my 2 cents. There is no guesses. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. I have said it once, and I'm going to have to say it again, I guess, because I'm just not getting it through to people, I guess. There is no guest list. I'm on my PC. Those of you that visit my channel here on Haps, you have to speak up and say hi to me first, because I have no idea you guys are here unless you say, hi, Tina, or hi, Queen Tina, or hi, Mama Bear, or hey, you ignorant piece of crap. Hello, I'm here in your chat room. I'd like to say hi. Could you acknowledge my existence? Because I would like to be spoken to. I won't know how to do that unless you say something. So for me to acknowledge y'all, you have to actually say hello to me first. It's not like Periscope, guys. It's not like Periscope at all. I'm on my computer, and I wish I could show you. I could show y'all. Hold on a minute. Give me just a moment. I don't know if I can do this or not, but we're going to try it. We're going to try it. I'll turn the sound down, though. Okay. Okay, I need to go to mine. Well, Ibar just liked your comment, Tommy, that said, okay, bye. And I don't know why he didn't say anything. So I don't know if he, where are you at, Tommy? Are you on Periscope? Because I didn't shoot this to Periscope. So if you're here at Haps, then Steven's here at Haps. Where are you watching this live view from, Tommy? Well, I can't find my Haps. I can see it now, Ibar. I just saw that one. There we go. Where are you at, Ibar? Are you on Haps? Let's see. You can hit enter and it'll send it automatically, Ibar. Okay. Okay. See, and I keep telling everybody that if you're on Haps, you have to let me know because it doesn't give me a list. The only reason I knew that you were on here is you liked that one comment of Tommy's. Do you want to go live, Stephen? I can put you live. Okay, let's see here. See if I can show you what I see. Okay, how do I do this? Oh, you're fine, Ibar. See, I'm doing it from my computer, and there's nothing like, there's nothing on here to like, you know. Let's see if I can. I wish there was a way I could show you guys. I'll show you what it looks like from my side. Let me take a picture and I'll show y'all. Okay. I don't know if y'all will be able to see this, but this is what I see from my side. You can't hear me? If you guys can hear me, type a 1. Okay, John can hear me. Oh, I was irritated because I had to restart my video twice, Tommy. All right, Stephen, welcome back. Hi. My video looks terrible. It really does. Does that look any better? Nope. That doesn't look any better at all. Wait a minute. Let me try something. Oh, okay. Video. Oh, wait, camera. I don't want a ring light. I've got a ring light, but it don't work. I mean, it works, but it's not something I want to use. I can't put it behind my computer. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? That's okay, Stephen. Is this video don't look any better though. I know. I'm fed up with everything. Okay. I hate to, but I guess I'm just going to call this a night because it's just not working like I want it to. I'm going to have to order a new computer and a new camera. I hate to, but I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know yet. I don't know, Stephen. They may not. I just don't know. I don't know if my time here is done. I really don't know what I'm doing because, quite frankly, I'm not happy with this. I mean, I'm happy with some parts of this site. I'm not happy with how they treat some people over others. I just don't. It's just like Periscope all over again. I'm just not happy with it. Um, some people get privileges, other people don't. I'm just not. I don't know. It just doesn't seem fair to me in some ways. But life's not fair. So that's how the old cookie crumbles, right? I love you guys. I would stay on, but this is really bad reception, and I don't want to put y'all through that. So I love you guys. Share the love I share with you with someone else. Smile, be happy, do something great tomorrow. I'm spending time with my great nephews, so I will not be online this entire weekend. I will not be answering my phone this entire weekend. Oh, and I have another message for everybody. I don't mind doing things and saying things for people, but when you all just don't pay attention to me, if I do something, it's kind of hurtful if I do something nice for somebody and then they just take off, never speak to me, don't even talk to me, don't even message me, don't even say anything, don't even let me know if anything happened with, my help or anything. That's kind of rude to me. I think it hurts my feelings. I'm just letting y'all know. If I try to help somebody out of the kindness of my heart and I do it because I love you and you just take off and then don't even give the consideration of my time to let me know if it even benefited you at all, I'm just not understanding where our friendship's going in that case. Anyway, I love you guys. Talk to you guys later. Bye.